Hey guys, Keithy6 here, metal detecting in Alaska. Whew, boy, in the last 2 weeks here in Fairbanks, we've had 2 major winter storms. And look at all the snow we got here. And of course, now the average temperatures are way below the normal operating temperature for my detector. So it's time for me to, what I do, winterize it. So let's go inside and I'll show you how I do that. And so far it's been working for me. I think my record is -54 below. So let's go in and I'll show you how it's done. Well, so these are some of the things that I use when I try to winterize my detector so that I can keep going out and swinging through the winter and not get some cabin fever. So when it first started out, I was just trying to keep the control unit warm, and I came up with this design, and it's a double fleece cover with this nice little plastic viewing window, place for the knobs to come through. And then I also had in the back a place to put some hand warmers. And I either used some of these hot hands hand warmers, or I had a Zippo hand warmer that I would stick in there that you could reuse. So that was my first design, and then later I came up with this one. And this is the one I've been using for a while. This thing is 4 layers thick. So basically it has a layer of fleece, then it has what I took apart a battery operated heated sock and wove it in there. Then I put 2 more layers of fleece. Oh, look at here. From last year I still got some hand warmers in there. But anyways, I have 2 different pockets I can put hand warmers in for just when it's, you know, up to like 30 below. When it gets colder than that, I have a place where I can plug in the battery operated socks, and then I have to carry around a big battery pack that has like 4 big D cells in it, which makes it pretty heavy, which, you know, I'm not really worrying about the weight, just how well it functions. But anyways, so I can put some hand warmers in here, and then I just kind of button it up, and that keeps my control unit nice and warm. Whoa. And anyways, and then what I started doing a few years ago is I take some of this insulated pipe wrap that you'd put on like your pipes to keep your pipes from freezing, and I put that on my shaft, and I try to cover as much of the cable going down to the coil as I can. And hopefully, you know, because the problem is when it gets really cold, like 30 or 40 below, it will crack this rubber in a heartbeat. So what I do is I cover that and try to protect it. And so far I've been using this detector out in the cold for, I'd say, 8 or 9 years. This is my Fisher Gold Bug, and I haven't had any problems with it. Now the one problem I do have is I don't use this in deep water. Like, I wouldn't go up to here in the water because I've done that before, and obviously I do have a crack somewhere because my coil goes crazy. If I switch coils, it's fine. So something in this has cracked over the years. So I just keep using the same one. It works fine in the winter. So anyways, let me show you how I wrap this up, and I'll put the cover on. And oh, after I put the pipe insulating wrap on, I usually just take some like regular electric tape and just kind of round just to seal it all up. It makes it look good too. It's black, it's kind of stealthy. During the winter time, you know, we're lucky if we have 2 or 3 hours of daylight, so most of the time when I'm out it's dark, so it kind of makes me a little bit more stealthy. So anyways, let's wrap this up and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Well, okay, so this is what it looks like after you initially just wrap that shaft and the coil for the cable, or the cable for the coil. So it feels pretty good. Now what I do is I take pieces of this insulating foam and I custom cut them to fit here, and then I also wrap those in electric tape. So I'll do that and show you what it looks like. Sweet. Well, and that's kind of what that looks like when it's done. So it's just covering and insulating the cable that runs to the coil. So now let's work on the bottom. See, every time I do this, I just have to kind of custom cut it to where it works. And this one's usually pretty hard to wrap because you have to wrap it all. I just passing the strand underneath. Now let's give it a try. Well, there's the other end of the cable that runs to the coil. I insulated it all the way to where it met the coil. Looks pretty good. So all that cable is insulated. Alright, so the next step is to put our fleece cover on. It goes on pretty easy. Buttons go right through the knobs, and then basically you just fold this up underneath it, Velcro in the back. Alright, so I got it all cinched up, and that's kind of what it looks like on the bottom. Yeah, it doesn't have to be pretty as long as it's functional. So then I have my headphone jacks over here. Added my own little Alaska. Of course, you gotta have the happy face. Good luck charm to go with you. Alright guys, so there's the finished product. This is what I do every winter. And I've been doing it for at least 8 or 9 winters so far. And my detector has kept on going. Now, my record is minus 54 below. And that's here in Fairbanks, Alaska. I have a video up on YouTube if you want to watch it. I've got ice all over my face. But I don't know if anybody else has ever went out detecting that cold. But this thing is what I used when I did it. And it's still running. This is the detector that I used most of the summer this summer. Because I like to take it apart and put it in my backpack. Well, like I was saying, this thing works pretty good. It's not too thick, that because right here is my ground balance and pinpoint button. I can still use that pretty good. Plus I can still use my knobs. And of course I can see the screen. But in the winter time, I pretty much just dig everything. If it's trash, I bring it home. If it's goodies, I still bring it home. Well, hey guys, thanks for watching my video about me winterizing my metal detector. So now it's time for me to get out. I gotta shovel the whole backyard for the 3rd time. And then maybe I'll get a chance to go metal detecting. Alright, good luck and happy hunting, everyone.